personal computer, desktop or laptop, open it up, and the chances are inside you'll find one of these. Put it back together, switch it on, and the chances are you'll find this running on it. But why are they both largely absent from these? Have these two technology giants failed to adapt to the new world? History tells us that no matter who rules the world, if they fail to adapt, they die out. If the environment changes, it is a case of evolve or be replaced by newer, more nimble creatures, more suited to the changing conditions. 65 million years on, computers are evolving from mains-powered desktop leviathans into sleek, nimble, portable machines which we take with us. They can store all our media, connect to the net and run high-end applications, yet they're powered by tiny batteries. Inside these new creatures, not Intel, which has so far not produced a chip that's power efficient enough to run a smartphone. Instead, you'll find chips based on designs from Cambridge-based ARM. And on screen, a rich mix of ecosystems from Apple, Google, RIM and, yes, Microsoft's new Windows Phone OS, but not full PC Windows, which can only run on chips based on Intel designs. And that's bad news for two Goliaths who have enjoyed a symbiotic relationship for decades, but who are now finding that the world they've ruled for so long is changing. And in order to avoid extinction in the mobile age, it seems both are losing faith in each other. Just last week, Intel officially announced an even lower power version of its netbook Atom chip called Oak Trail, designed specifically for tablets. And this week, it said that most of those devices would be running not Windows, but Android. And in a move that critics say is a vote of no confidence in Intel, Microsoft has announced that the next version of Windows, expected in 2012, will be rewritten to run on ARM as well as Intel chips. Does this mean we'll soon see the world's most popular operating system running on small screen devices? And where does it leave the world's largest chip maker? Well, these are the questions I've been putting to the bosses of the biggest companies in technology.
To facilitate more innovation in form factor, because you can do different things with ARM and Intel and system on chip, where literally you can put a whole PC on a little card that big, or a whole phone. I mean, the amount of miniaturization that we're going to see and low battery and low power is amazing, and we're not going to be out of the game on any processor in any way.
I'm not terribly worried. I think people will want high performance, they'll want compatibility, they want backwards compatibility with everything that's ever been written, with all the printer drivers and mouse drivers that are out there.
Is it a sign that Intel really need to get the low power mobile chipset that will work on tablets and phones?
Well, we're already there. It's there today. It's not a chip issue. Our chips are as low power as anyone and much higher performance.
Paul Ottolini has told me that his chips are just as low power as yours. Do you agree?
It hasn't come to market yet. Obviously Intel, they've spent the last 25 years targeting something that isn't low power. So obviously when they turn their efforts to target low power, they're going to make some progress. The reality for us, however, is that we've spent the last 20 years targeting low power. We start from a long way ahead.
With the increasing popularity of decent-sized touchscreen tablets, the full version of Windows may seem like a logical choice of operating system to put on them. After all, it's powerful, made for large screens, and there's an enormous back catalogue of software already written for it. And that's an advantage that Microsoft has been keen to stress, that all your existing Windows software would run on a new device powered by ARM and running the next version of Windows. But is it really such a good thing?
Even if you could use existing Windows software on your ARM device, you wouldn't want to. Existing Windows software is designed for mice and keyboards, so very precise movements, very small buttons, menus, and so on. When you've got big fat fingers trying to touch them on a screen, it doesn't work. So this legacy of existing software, though very valuable on the desktop, is next to useless on the tablet because it's unusable.